Here's a checklist of actions that would increase the chance of becoming a successful rapper, given that you do them consistently over a long period of time. 1. Have a dedicated non negotiable time slot for creating a song. Always be creating a song. That's a rule. Have a part of your day when you feel the most creative, dedicated to making a song. Always. This will habitualize your dream. While others are talking about it, you're doing it day in and day out. If you're writing songs on a regular schedule, you'll understand how little inspiration matters for a professional and how it actually works. You basically have to keep writing until one day, for that one project, you feel your best, you have a powerful experience to talk about, you watch the right video, talk to the right person, heard the right song, and you just sit down and create something incredible that aligns with where you are and who you are. Then, for your next song, it's still good, but not like the previous one. It's okay. You keep writing. The hits are in between the regulars. The more regulars you make, the more hits you create. Overall quality will be gradually increasing, so if you keep writing every day, your regulars will end up being better than someone's hits, and your hits will be unreachable for them. That's the power of dedicating time every day to make a song. 2. Time slot to study and dissect other songs. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. There is a myriad of musical knowledge laid before you that can be used as a tool for learning and improvement. Most people listen to music as a consumer, just enjoying the final product. You, however, can allow yourself to enjoy the song on the first or second play, but after that, you have to start peeling its layers to learn how to improve your own songs. What is the element structure? How many verses? How many bars per verse? How long is the chorus? How long is the bridge? Then you can just grab the structure and use it for your song. People will be able to tell the difference instantly. What is the flow? What is the rhyme scheme you love the most? What is the energy and the voice? What punchline hits the hardest? Why? How often was the flow being changed? Is the flow one uniform one or an amalgamation of different ones? Is it a free flow or a fixed flow with repeating couplets or quatrains? What ad-libs are there? Where are they being placed? What kind of sound effect do they have? What are people commenting about the song? What made the biggest impression on them? Where did most people drop off? And what was the most replayed part? All of these are layers which you can peel off and learn from. Reverse engineer your favorite songs and use the principles underneath the lyrics for your own projects. If you manage to make studying and dissecting songs into a daily habit by dedicating time for it on a regular basis, you'll start seeing patterns in different songs faster, and your learning will start bearing better results as you keep implementing what you learn into your own work. 3. Weak point strengthening time slot. We all know where we suck, or at least we should. If you were to play a popular song and then your song right after it, what is worse? Pick one thing which has the biggest discrepancy between what a pro song sounds like and your current project. Once you have that aspect noted, whether it's flow, falling off the beat, word mispronunciation, etc., you can dedicate time every day where you work on refining that aspect of your skill set. This way, you'd prioritize improvement at the spots that will make the biggest difference, even if it feels the hardest to refine. Once you think you have leveled up your skill, pick a different aspect which needs refinement, rinse and repeat. If you turn this laser-focused improvement, or as others call it, deliberate practice, into a daily habit, you'll always be getting better, which would leave time as the only variable influencing your success level. Next, business side knowledge interviews time slot. After your creativity has been drained for the day, it's time for passive learning. Interviews, podcasts, tutorials that are all designed to share more knowledge on how to be a more effective entrepreneur. You, as an artist, are the business. It's very important to not confuse your artistic side with your entrepreneurial side. Whenever you create, it's all about the craft. After you create, you have to become an entrepreneur, figuring out a way to market and profit from your product. You can't do just one or the other, and that balance is hard to sustain over the long term, especially if you start making more money and feel the pressure to please your listeners. If you're not careful, that pressure has transmuted your audience from a group of listeners to a group of potential customers, which will act as a filter through which you'll start creating. Once you put a filter, then you're no longer manifesting your unique, authentic expression, which has been the feature that has attracted those people. Little by little, your songs will start sounding more and more generic, and you'll alienate your loyal fan base. Once the loyal fans are gone, all it takes for you is to flop on your next project, and your current listeners, who are not the ones in front of which you grew up, will just stop listening because you have not earned their loyalty. All of these concepts are well explained by people much more knowledgeable and experienced than me, and they're out there in the forms of interviews, podcasts, documentaries, and tutorials. Dedicate time out of your daily schedule to watch and take notes so you don't have to repeat the mistakes of the people before you. This habit will gradually amount to a decent understanding of how the business side of things works, which would allow you to better navigate the waters of your career. Next, community engagement time slot. At the end of your day, talk to people, comment on their posts, engage with their videos, songs, images, etc. Be an active member of different social circles because these are the people who are most likely to give your songs a chance. However, don't just interact with the hope of getting something out of them. Find the joy in the correspondence. Figure out a way to make this community engagement not a means to an end, but the end itself. If you find a way to make your social interactions fun, you do them regularly, and regularity is what creates the foundation of a relationship that you can later find mutually beneficial. Give your attention and energy to others without asking anything in return. Whenever you create something, the more you've been selfless with your engagement, the more reciprocity you will encounter on their end. Next, visualize, feel good time slot. If you have any energy left, visualize being at the level you desire. I'm personally not a big fan of that woo-woo concept New Age gurus are pushing because, in my eyes, if you use your time to work, improve, and strategize, you're more likely to reach your goal as opposed to sitting on a chair and imagining a Lambo. However, visualize to feel good. It does feel good to use your mind and alter your situation, even if it's in imagination only. Being an artist is a long and arduous process, which is especially difficult in the beginning. You're not good, there are no wins, no money, no skill, no social status, and you have to find a way to add some good vibes in there and make them a regular thing. If you don't, the difficulty of the mission you're on will eventually crush you. So find a way to generate good vibes, regardless of your external circumstances. That will make external circumstances irrelevant for your ability to feel good, which would increase your likelihood of not giving up. Real world. All sounds great until you realize you have to go to work or school or your girlfriend starts acting up for no reason. It's all good until you realize that your loan, cash, and rent is due. Life is complex and you add further insult to injury with the decision to follow your dreams. That's why dream chasers have to be strong, because regardless of what's going on, we have daily priorities that are non-negotiable and we do them no matter how we feel, no matter what's going on around us. Once the priorities are fulfilled, once you have ensured another step into the life you want is made, then you look around and figure out how to deal with your current issues. This daily checklist is a bunch of habits that will improve your skill set. Your job is to find a way to integrate them into your 24 hours while handling everything that comes along with being who you are. I often explain it to myself as follows. My non-negotiables are my priorities, and my priorities are like trees. If I keep watering my trees every day, and don't try to predict when they'll grow tall and bear fruit, they eventually will. All I have to do is keep watering them. If I keep pouring in my energy into my priorities, they'll get more of my attention and that equation would bear me fruit sooner or later. All I have to do is just water my trees, keep going, and do what I have to do. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.